Okay, day 2 of intuitive training. As a part of intuitive training, like I'm open to going to the gym and walking and going home. Like if my body or if my being, some part of me is just like, no. I mean, I'll always just shift and try something different, but I'll honor it. Today ended up being a little bit of cardio at the start on the wind bike and the ski erg. Felt really good. Then I went on to seated single arm rows with an upper back emphasis. Nice stretched pause, and then single arm lat pull downs on the 45-degree hammer strength lat pull down, kneeling with straps. Felt good on my lats, and then finished with facing the pad dumbbell lateral raises, and just one hard set. Relatively quick one today, I think about hour, but just 3 movements. But 3 movements taken to the best possible performance in each of them. It takes time. It takes a few warm-up sets. Okay, so I have some things that I want to say about warming up. I think it's so simple that it almost feels like not worth saying, but at the same time, I want to say it somewhere, so why not start here? So when it comes to warming up, I like to start out gentle, like slow. So here I'm doing wind bike and ski erg, and the first round is like half effort. Like I really am just trying to I don't know, be soft, I guess. All right, I'm getting into it pretty quickly. I think especially if I have hydration and caffeination, within 2 minutes of moving, I start to feel, it feels natural to increase the intensity. But if I'm walking on an incline, I start out at a comfortable pace at a slight incline. So for me, that's 2.7 miles per hour at a 2.5% incline. If I'm on the Stairmaster, I might go to the 3rd or 4th speed, which is almost feels too slow. And I'll stay there for a couple of minutes before I ramp up. And I like to coordinate it to music. So if there's whatever song I'm listening to, as the beat intensity goes up, I'll lick it with my movement. While sipping my caffeine and water. I like water plus liquid IV. It's kind of expensive. There's lots of other less expensive alternatives, but I just hang out for a little bit until I can feel that shift of internal body temperature. You don't need to be sweating, but just be warm. Be warm. And so finally now, and even with this, I've cut out clips that feel like filler time, but and maybe I should have kept it in. I don't know, but I'm sipping water, sipping caffeine, resting, back and forth until warm. And I used to skip this part. I used to go right into the gym and go to the first movement, usually a barbell movement. I used to be very attached to the barbell. Still use the barbell a lot, but if I was squatting first, I would squat until I was warm. But doing something like this feels good. I did my initial 5 minutes, and then I decided to do a little bit more. I worked up to a max sprint on the wind bike, listening to whatever song I was in the mood for that day. I think lately I've been in an EDM mood. I I like house music, some techno. I feel like right now it's been a lot of, what would I call it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know my music genres. I really like the wind bike. I think wind bike plus ski erg, like with the wind bike, when I'm the push and pull muscles, plus my glutes and legs, like it feels fantastic. I used to kind of dislike the wind bike because it would kick my ass like every time. Ski erg has been fantastic. I feel like yesterday, not this day, I guess what will be day 3, so the next video, was the first time I felt like I found the rhythm, and that felt fantastic. Like I was using my core and my triceps in a way that, yeah, loved it. Okay, that's enough on warming up. I think with these single arm seated rows, my emphasis, the place that I'm trying to target, is my mid upper back. Like not quite my traps, not quite my lats, kind of those, is it teres, major, minor? I should look my anatomy up again. But I try to pause and have like a loaded stretch and then go. I'm searching for a sensation of stretch in the intended area. I guess I want to at least make a note of, it's important to log your training. Like it's worth doing. Having like okay, I did this last time. I record my warm-up sets too. So if I went like on this, if I go like 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, 220, the next time that I do the movement, I can look back, and that gives me kind of an indicator of how the day went too. If I started really light, that probably indicated that I was feeling really gray that day. If I only took 3 warm-up sets to get to my maximum weight, I probably was like on fire, or like my nervous system was already aroused. So yeah, record your training. It really is worth it. You can do a spreadsheet, I like a physical training log, but it's worthwhile. Highly encourage it. Yeah, I don't know what I want to say about these, other than they're fantastic. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen me doing Seba rows, named after my friend Seba. It's a single arm lat pull down, like kneeling, and there's something about that deep stretch that I find really stimulating on my like lower lat fibers. And so I kind of taking the same mindset. So yeah, try them out, see if you like them. And then this has been my primary lat movement as of late. I think something about being like trapped in the machine, like I'm wedging my knee under the pad. There's the seat that's like connected to my hip, and then I also have the bar that I'm like wrapping my head around too. Like I have a lot of points of contact, so I feel like I'm really able to stabilize my whole body and then just use my lats, my biceps, and all the pulling muscles. But something about the angle of resistance I do find really appealing. I think I'm also able to go fairly heavy. Like here's 4 plates and a 25, 180 to 220. No, 205. But yeah, I'm going to continue pushing these. These feel great. I feel them in the intended muscle. They feel very optimal. And so we'll see where they go. But I'll probably circle back to pull-ups plus Seba rows in a couple of weeks. And then I did 1 hard set of lateral raises. I really like holding dumbbells with this machine because with the strength curve of the machine, it drops off at the top, so it gets suddenly really easy at the top. So the dumbbell counteracts that. And when you do dumbbell raises, it's easy at the bottom, hard at the top. So this way the machine makes the bottom very challenging, and then yeah, it's hard the whole way through. Since I'm doing 1 hard set, I do like partials, especially on this. Like I really feel that in the intended muscle group. So that's cool. A little bit of posing. I'm doing a pretty good job of finding the good lighting in the gym, so I've been enjoying that. I think something about filming these videos, especially trying to make thumbnails, has me more considerate of like the lighting and the angles. And so oh, here's my individualizing of a glute pose that Naomi taught me. I think I want to transition from like a front lat spread into this kind of, it also is kind of like the low pose too. I think I need to lower my arm. Front double bicep. Oh, and then here's my recap. So that's all for now. I feel like if you have a half hour to train, do like 15 minutes of cardio and take one movement really close to failure. What's your highest priority muscle group? And if it's the first time doing training in a while, leave like 5 in the tank. Like, have a preparation session, be gentle, maybe do that one more time, slightly closer to failure. And I'd say by like third time doing it, you can train pretty close to failure. If you want help with that, I can do that. I'm pretty good at helping people find how much is enough, and it feels really good to do that amount because it's easier to recover from too. I bounce back faster, so I can train again sooner. All right, that's all I can say for now. I'll say more later, but much love to you. May you be safe, may you be free, may you be happy. Pray for Palestine. Okay, so I just finished up with my client in the gym. I don't love splitting up workouts because they kind of like cool down. My nervous system kind of shifts back over to rest and restore, so ramping back up again. But that's okay. I think all that I have left that I want to train would be like glute ham raises. I feel like on my posterior chain, like back double bicep, rear lat spread, everything looks really balanced except for that hamstring, inner thigh, glute area. And so that area is really high priority now. I've only been prioritizing it for a couple of sessions really, but I've kind of had it in the back of my mind of like, yeah, the glute ham raise area. And this is probably like my 10th session doing them. Session 1, I could do a couple of reps body weight, and it felt like a lot. I started with assisted, like with a PVC pipe, and then session after that, you know, maybe PVC pipe, and then a body weight, maybe a back offset with PVC pipe. Just like trying to do a higher performance every time, leaving enough in the tank that I'm not debilitatingly sore. And so yeah, I think I've done my body weight plus 25 for reps a number of sessions now. Last session I had a 20-pound barbell like behind my head, which is even harder than holding it in front of you. So I was really pleased with that. I think I got that for 7. So today I'm probably gonna go PVC pipe assisted, and then body weight, and then maybe the 20-pound barbell in front of me, 20-pound barbell behind the neck, and if I have capacity still, do back offsets. So we'll see. I'm open to stopping whenever. Probably gonna do some sort of a walk on an incline, or the wood way. It's a nice way to like warm up those tissues. So go back in there, do a little bit more, go home, make some breakfast, edit this video, try and get it out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the Capitol today. There's gonna be a protest, standing in solidarity with Palestine. Feels really important, and yeah, I have to do something. Like, fuck.